Students will go to the next topic of this chapter, that is simple covalent bonds, okay, formed by different compounds. The first one is hydrogen. Now the atomic number of hydrogen is 1, okay, so it has got just one electron in its outermost shell, that is the K shell, okay. Now it requires one more electron to fill and to get a stable state, okay. So it does it by sharing the electrons. Just turn the page, okay. Now if you see here, this is one atom of hydrogen, this is one atom of hydrogen. It has got one electrons. So they share the electrons and both of them have got stable now electronic configuration, and it becomes H2 molecule. This we have already studied in the lower class, okay, by sharing of electrons. Because two electrons are shared, it is one single bond, okay. So that is the explanation given here. Just go through this explanation, okay. So a single covalent bond is formed here by molecule of hydrogen, okay. Now if we go to the next one, that is oxygen. Oxygen has got atomic number 8, so the electronic configuration is 2, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 electrons are there in the outermost orbit of oxygen, okay. So here to complete 8 electrons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it needs 2 electrons from this oxygen, and this oxygen gets 2 electrons from this oxygen. So you share totally 4 electrons. So 2 electrons, 1 bond, next 2 electrons, the second bond. So here you have got a double bond sharing, okay. So the 2 electrons are contributed by each of the carbon atom here, okay, and that's why you have got a double bond between these two atoms. Now you go to the next one, that is nitrogen. Now nitrogen has got atomic number 7 and the electronic configuration is 2, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each nitrogen atom has got 5 electrons, okay. So now to complete the octet, it needs 3 electrons. So if you see here, these 3 and these 3. So if you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this nitrogen has got 8. Similarly, this nitrogen has got 8. Now if you see the bond, one single bond, next single bond, and next. So you have got 3 single bonds here. So it's a triple bond, okay. So for nitrogen, each nitrogen has to contribute 3 electrons, giving rise to, you have got how many pairs? You have got 3 shared pair of electrons. So you have a triple bond between the two atoms, okay. So these are the electron dot structures of hydrogen, you got of oxygen, and of your nitrogen. There's one more molecule in your course, that is methane. Now methane formula is CH4. So carbon, you know that the valency of carbon is 4 and valency of hydrogen is 1, okay. So if the bond is formed between this, okay, because carbon is tetravalent, it needs 4 valence electrons. The sharing takes place in the following way, okay. Now you can see in the next page, you have got one carbon atom, it has got 4 electrons, 1, 2, 3, 4, while hydrogen has got one electron each. So one carbon atom shares each electron here with hydrogen atom. So this is one single bond, next single bond, next single bond, next. This is the formation of methane, okay. Now if we come back to the previous page, last paragraph. Now the bonds which are formed by sharing of electrons between two are known as covalent bond. This is what we know, where the electron pairs are shared, okay, exactly opposite to the ionic bond where the electrons are given and taken. Now the covalent bonds are seen to be strong bonds within the molecule. So within the molecule, suppose it is CH4, this bond is very strong here, okay, but if it is intramolecule, between two molecules, this bond is very weak, okay. So the intermolecular bond forces are very weak. This gives rise to low melting point and boiling point, because this bond is easily breakable between the two methane atoms. Methane atoms has got very strong bonding, but with other methane atom the bonding is weak. So it breaks very easily with little bit of temperature or pressure. So it has got low melting point and boiling point, okay. Now the electrons which are shared between these, okay, there is no charge here. So the covalent compounds are generally poor conductor of electricity because there are no free electrons here. So that is the reason why covalent bonds have got are no free electrons, so they are poor conductor of electricity. Okay, thank you.